make all that happen. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mark. Well, as Mark said, I met Mark, 25 years ago, Mark? People didn't trust their data on the internet, right? And so as Mark said, when we are going into this new world of AI, we needed to create these tenets. And so we're leading all of you and leading our company and leading our technology through values as we enter this entirely new world of generative AI. But I'm here to tell you how we're going to do that. How are we going to actually take those values and build technology that's going to protect you? And that's why we've built something called the Einstein Trust Layer. You know, when you use ChatGPT and you're entering a prompt and you're going straight to it, there is no Einstein Trust Layer. It's not there for you. You're going straight to that LLM. Well, in the enterprise, as Mark said, these AIs want your data. But we need to protect your data. That is what we call trust. And so when that prompt is getting built, and you'll see some really cool technology of how we dynamically do that. We'll do the secure data retrieval from the CRM system, from the data cloud. We'll do dynamic grounding because we want those prompts to be really relevant at the point that you're using that LLM. But all that data doesn't go to the LLM. We're not going to send PII information. We're not going to send credit card information. We're going to make sure you remain compliant. So all that data is going to get masked that is data that you don't want to go there. And then when it comes back, we'll unmask it if it comes back so that it's protected. And then we have a secure LLM gateway. So it's not just one LLM. We've built over 10 LLMs at Salesforce. We're partnering with companies like Anthropic, Cohere, OpenAI, all these amazing LLMs. And so we have this secure gateway. Could be your LLM as well, by the way. Well, when we go to those LLMs are never going to keep your information. It's totally protected. So they're not going to suck your enterprise data up and train on it and get smarter with your data. No, our secure gateway is going to protect it. And then when the data comes back, when that prompt comes back with something that's generated, so some really amazing AI-generated email or an automated flow comes back, we're going to make sure that we check it for toxicity, meaning, was there a hallucination? Is it toxic? Is there some ethical issue in there? We're going to scan it. And then we're going to keep an audit trail of all of the use of your AI so that you can keep track of how's it going? Is it working? Or are my employees really getting value from it? Are my customers getting value? Are we getting a lot of hallucinations? Are we getting a lot of toxicity? Let's work on that together. But most importantly, it doesn't stop there. It's powering your CRM activities. So how you're selling, how you're servicing, how you're marketing. It is completely built in. It's not off to the side. We didn't say, oh, here's some Einstein, we'll snap it in, we'll have a trust layer somewhere else. It's part of the Einstein One platform. It's totally integrated. So it's integrated into your industry apps, into your CRM apps. It's integrated to Slack and Tableau. Any application you're using on the App Exchange, any customizations of that metadata framework, it's completely integrated. It's also integrated to that data cloud. We're going to talk a lot about data cloud. Because as Mark said, AI wants the data. It really needs the data. In a way, this AI revolution is actually a data revolution because the AI revolution wouldn't exist without the power of all that data. And you have incredible data in your enterprises. You have incredible IP that you want to tap, and you want to take that IP and use it in your use of generative AI. But there's a problem. You're like, well, Parker, the data's everywhere. Parker, I've got mainframes still. How many of you have mainframes? Anyone have a mainframe still running in their enterprise? The banks, the insurance companies, they have technology that's working great, but it's out there on those mainframes. Or you might be using multiple cloud providers. You might have databases all over your enterprise, and you need to bring it together. 71% of your company applications are disconnected. That's not good. But we want to help you bring it together so that you can use it in your AI, and that's why we have Einstein One Data Cloud. As Mark said earlier, It's a hyperscale data engine, but it's built inside of this Einstein 1 platform. And it connects all your data. It's included in all the applications, sales, service, marketing, commerce, industries, everything. It's integrated natively with that Salesforce metadata. It's not a separate platform. Anybody here know how to build a flow? Flows will work on it. Anybody know how to build a report or a dashboard? That works too. Everything works. It's not a different platform. It all works there. And it'll give you the power of AI and unified CRM in all of your customer engagements. And we have over 2 trillion records that have been processed so far per month on Einstein 1 Data Cloud. But that's just the start. That seems like a big number. But many of you haven't used it yet, and you're going to start. And that number is going to increase exponentially. So how does this work? Well, the data's coming from everywhere. It's coming from your CRM apps. I'll do that for you automatically. Don't worry about it. It's coming from your different lake houses. Many of you probably use Snowflake. You might be using Amazon Web Services for your data lake. You might be using Databricks. You might be using Google. We don't care. We're partnering with all of them, and all of those data lakes will integrate perfectly into the data cloud. We'll get to your data through APIs. By the way, MuleSoft is a great technology to leverage to get to your data. We'll bring it into the data cloud. We'll harmonize it. We'll clean it up for you. We'll make sure that there's only one view of the customer, because I don't want to be multiple Parker Harrises when I'm working with a company, when I'm buying something, when I'm interacting. I want them to see me as an individual, as Parker, and I want to see them as who I am right now. I want to see them to see me in real time, so that when I'm interacting in a sales context, when I'm buying something, or when I have a problem in a customer service context, I want them to know who I am and help me right away. Or when they send me a marketing email, I want them to send me something that's very relevant to me. That's the power of data and AI tied to CRM, fully integrated. Okay, I've talked enough. Anybody want to see some technology? Yeah. All right, let's see a demo. And I'd like to bring up Sajna Parulekar. Sorry, I was practicing that earlier. Einstein and Data Cloud Product Marketing. Please take it away, Sajna, and give us a great demo.
Thank you, Parker. Now, I spend a lot of time with customers just like all of you in this room, talking about the data problems that you want to solve. And the number one thing that stands out is that you want to connect the wealth of data that you have in different systems to your critical business actions. The time it takes to do this, it's too costly, it's too time intensive. You want to be able to do this with low code. So let me show you how. Now, the screen you're seeing right here might look like fiction to many of you in this room. I have a lot of rich data being surfaced to me about this unified individual. I have a customer lifetime value score. I have a propensity to buy score. I even have a rich activity feed of different ways this customer is interacting with me across various different channels. But all of this is possible with Data Cloud deeply embedded inside of Einstein 1. And it all starts with connecting your data. We've been talking a lot about low code today, and with no code at all, you can connect to any data within your organization, whether it's a Salesforce cloud, an external data source like Amazon S3 or Google Cloud, or even a wide variety of connectors with MuleSoft Endpoint Exchange. Now, once I've connected my data, there's an important step. I need to harmonize all of this data into one data model. You might wonder, why does this matter? This matters because when we have data in different systems, it uses different ways and different schemas to refer to a single individual. And when we bring all of this data onto the platform, now all of our data speaks the same language. Now, many of our trailblazers in the room today have been building powerful business process automations with Salesforce Flow for years. Now, you can trigger those same flows with that dynamic, rich customer data and company data using a matter of clicks. You just choose your Data Cloud triggered flow. You can bring in that unified information that I showed you earlier and bring this unified data to powerful workflows like this proactive service alert you see here to provide excellent customer service. And it doesn't stop there. With Data Cloud now on our powerful metadata framework, all your dashboards get better and are now real-time with all of that customer information. All of your applications get better too. So I've shown you how to build this with low code, but I want to show you how you can activate it and surface this data to all of your business users as well. Because with Data Cloud in the Einstein 1 platform, all of this data across all of these systems is immediately available in any BI tool. So what we're showing you here is Tableau Pulse. And Tableau Pulse makes it easy to surface insights and information to any of your business users. Now, insights like this usually take some time. They take time for your data team to do some complex ETL and data processing, and then visualization. And by the time that data gets to you as a business user, the insights are stale. But with Data Cloud and Tableau working together, I can simply make these insights available to all of my business users in real time. And I can simply ask questions of my data with a simple conversation. Now that is the power of Data Cloud deeply embedded in the Einstein 1 platform. Back to you, Parker.
Hey. All right, thank you, Sanjna. So, if Data Cloud's fully integrated, if it's going to make your customer interactions richer, if it's going to power all of the AI, you all need it. Every single one of you needs it. And we want to make that really, really easy. That's why I'm so excited to announce that Data Cloud is now free to get started. You get up to 10,000 profiles to start exploring. Yeah, you should clap for that. This was actually very hard technically. Thank you, Srini. Thank you to the entire engineering team to make this possible. This is not easy to make self-service. Basically, Data Cloud and analytics are now self-service for you. You can get started for free, and that's going to be amazing. All right, the AI revolution is a data revolution, but it's also